Welcome back to the show. My name's Mark Nixon. Rapid fire news. Happy Saturday, everybody. Let's get into it. Let's go. We're going to start things off with a CBC clip. I love having fun, and today's going to be a lot of fun. Last week, Marc Carney provided us a mandate letter. That's right, in anticipation of the throne speech, which is coming up on the 27th, and we're going to get into that as well. And the thing is, this mandate letter provided priorities and tasks. The problem is there's zero, and I mean absolutely zero substance, and no one has any idea what the hell they're doing. This is like Marc Carney saying, listen up, everybody. We're going to be climbing to the top of Mount Everest, the tallest mountain in the world. And we're going to start the climb, and that's the throne speech. The throne speech is the start of the climb of Mount Everest. The issue is there's zero gear. There's zero plan. There's only that vision. We got to get to the top. How many people are going to make it? That's the question. Let's get into it.
I think the sign is that the government is not that organized and not that transparent. Mandate letters actually serve a very useful purpose to the running of government, as in they tell the public service, these are what your marching orders are. This is what the minister's focus will be. This is what we want you to work on. It tells stakeholders, this is what's important to the government. It tells the minister what his job or her job actually is. And I hear Andrew's point, and it is true. There is mention about, running a true cabinet government. But if you're a minister who doesn't fit in these 7 priorities, what exactly is your job? Like, they clearly could have been, these are the 7 priorities of the government, and these are the things that we ran on that are included in our platform that we would like you to implement. Or, they just had a long cabinet retreat and they talked about, they want to reduce government spending. They could have been a nod towards that. They could have been more transparent with Canadians about where they're going, and they've chosen not to be. So I think, if anything, this mandate letter is a communications document, but it is not a useful plan for anybody in the business of government at the moment because it doesn't really tell you anything. It is too vague.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope behind closed doors at that cabinet retreat, people were sort of set, here's your job description in some way.
I don't know that happened.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, Chantal,
So I'm guessing, to be totally cynical, that if you can't find your way to contribute to those priorities, then you go to priority 7. That's the one that says about cutting
spending
costs.
Less.
Yes, and spending less.
Here's my take, Canada. It looks like he's not a politician, and he's got a bunch. I mean, almost his entire backbench is the same as what he had with Justin Trudeau. So if he's going to have to keep them on a tight leash and not let them run wild, or we're going to lose some of those hikers I'm talking about. They're not going to make it to the top of Mount Everest. Let's hear from Tim Hodgson. He's our Minister of Energy and Natural Resources.
I want to be very clear. In the new economy we are building, Canada will no longer be defined by delay. We will be defined by delivery. I'm going to say that again. In the new economy we are building, Canada will no longer be defined by delay. We will be defined by delivery. So what does that mean? It begins with a vision to build Canada into a conventional and clean energy and natural resources superpower. We have the resources.
Wait, just stop 1 second. What did he just say? Clean energy superpower. I just don't understand how you could get to net zero and be a super energy power at the same time. It makes zero sense. And when he said, we're not going to have any more delays, none. Just wait till the next thing he says.
We have the people. We have the ideas. And we now have a government determined to lead and help unlock the potential of Canadian workers and businesses. We are taking major steps to back that vision with action. First, we will identify and fast-track projects of national interest. These are the projects that matter to our economy, our environment, and our sovereignty.
Wait, stop. What did he just say? Okay, the first part I liked. We're looking at projects that are in our national interests, but want to save our environment is the second thing he says. It doesn't make any sense. Everything is contradictory. So are we going, because you have to have trade-offs. Okay, let's just keep going.
No more 5-year reviews.
That's good. No more 5-year reviews. I think it was more than 5 years, but yeah, 5 years is way too long.
Decisions will come in 2 years for all projects.
Oh, Jesus, 2 years? It should be done tomorrow. If they outline a project, it should be approved tomorrow. It's unbelievable. 2 years is 2 years too long. Imagine they just did 6 months. You have 6 months. All of these backbenchers that have no idea what they're doing, why don't we give them a job? Everybody in the entire government get all these energy projects approved in 6 months or you're fired. How about that?
To make that happen, we're standing up a major federal projects office. It will be a single window for permits, bringing together what used to be scattered across departments. It's about making one project, one review real.
All right. And I have a problem with this as well, because who is going to be in charge of this one project, one review? I really wish it was up to the provinces. The provinces do a great job, but what they're going to do is you're going to have to ship it all the way to Ottawa, and they're going to decide what is in the best interest of this country. Great.
Less red tape, more certainty, better outcomes.
I don't know about any of those things, but let's just be wishful thinking. I would love a great Canada. I'm sure you would love a great Canada. But after the last 10 years, I am very doubtful that we're going to get this great Canada. I like hearing wonderful things, but when he says green this, green that, and he's going to reduce it from 5 years to 2 years, we need to do better, Canada. Let's do it tomorrow.
And we're doing this not just for speed, but for purpose, for Canada. Because Canadian energy is not just about domestic prosperity, it's a tool for global stability and transformation. It's high time we trade more with people who share our values.
Oh, God, no. I just can't. I can't. We have America, okay? I know right now we're going through tough times. But whenever they say we have to trade with like-minded people, who are those people? Australia on the other side of the planet? And guess what? I don't even believe that we're going to be able to build a pipeline in the next 4 years or 5 years. I don't believe it. I want to be wrong. I want to be proven wrong. Like, please prove me wrong. Build tons of pipelines everywhere across Canada and ship our natural resources. But whenever I hear these guys speak, it sounds like they're going to be charging batteries and shipping the batteries to the other side of the world because they're going to be building power lines. Anyway, well, let's just keep listening.
Not just our borders. You know, government will work fast. Our new government will work fast with the provinces and territories, industry, and Indigenous people to diversify our trade and open and expand new markets for energy and natural resources. Every barrel of responsibly produced Canadian oil and every kilowatt of clean Canadian power can displace less clean, riskier energy elsewhere in the world.
Yeah, I agree with that. We actually create very clean oil. We have fantastic technology, and Alberta's leading the way around the world.
Our exports can help our allies break dependence on authoritarian regimes and help the world reduce emissions.
Agreed. See, this is good. I like this part.
And by working with the energy sector to make investments that fight climate change, we can get more barrels to market while cutting carbon emissions. And by the way, the building doesn't just stop with energy. We need housing too. As you in Calgary know well, that needs good Canadian lumber. And you know what? We have great Canadian lumber and great Canadian engineered wood products. It's basic economics, comparative advantage. We're better at energy, forestry, mining than most of the world. We do it cleaner, safer, and with stronger labor standards and Indigenous rights. Let's be proud of that.
Perfect. So what we're trying to say is we're going to be an energy superpower with oil and gas. Let's see if that's actually going to materialize. If it does, I'm going to be very excited, to be honest with you. But I have my doubts. I don't believe that we're going to have anything started within the next 2 years, but I'd love to be proven wrong, and I'll be happy about it. Now I want to show you this chart, and this chart should scare the hell out of you because it scares the hell out of me. This was provided by Desjardins Economic Study, and it shows debt issuance should increase sharply to the larger planned deficit. If you take a look at the fall economic statement and Desjardins forecast based on what the government said they're going to do, it is so mind-blowing. I know a lot of you are not going to understand this. I'm going to explain it in a way that you will fully understand. See 2020 and 2021, that bar, the graph, how high it goes? That's all of the pandemic spending. Now go all the way to the right. The bar graph is higher on the right for this 2025, 2026 is higher. That means that you have to raise the cash. And in order to raise the cash, if no one's buying these bonds, then the yields are going to go up. Bond yields are going to go up. That's going to be devastating for mortgage rates in Canada if yields go up. So that's something that I'm going to be paying attention to. If they continue to spend money, it's going to be inflationary. People don't understand that. It's not good news. So the king's doing the throne speech. I'm going to be watching it painfully. And I mean painfully because I don't want to, but I'm going to watch it just for all of you so I could clip some scenes and I could publish. If there's anything interesting, I will publish it for you. If there's nothing, I won't even show you, but I'm sure there's something that I could show you. I'm going to put myself through hell to do it. And why is the king even coming to Canada? I thought he was fighting cancer. He should be at home resting right now. But no, Marc Carney has him coming here because it wants to show Canadians that we are not the 51st state. We are aligned with Europe. And that's his way to say is we have our own sovereign country and we're aligned with Europe. It's too bad we didn't elect Pierre Poilievre because we'd already be sipping on plastic straws right now and we probably would not have gotten a throne speech. This is a friendly reminder not to believe everything you read in the newspaper. A fungi can eat you from the inside out, could spread as the world heats up. Oh, give me a break. I'm more worried about taking the SkyTrain downtown Vancouver because it's not safe on any of the public transportation units in the Lower Mainland. Speaking of newspaper, on all the mainstream newspapers, this is what we got today. Can a convicted felon like Donald Trump enter Canada? I'm going to leave this right here. Unbelievable. Today, I signed Jamal Giovanni's petition in order to stop the temporary foreign labor program immediately. We need to stop this program. We're starting to see job losses. Canadian citizens need those jobs. It's a no-brainer. Go ahead and sign it. And here's another article. You should wear sunscreen even if your skin is darker. And here's why. And when you put the sunscreen on, make sure you spray it into your eyeballs just like this on the picture. I'm going to tell everybody about sunscreen. Sunscreen is spraying on chemical, okay? And that stuff is not very healthy for you. So there are alternatives that I would recommend. Here's the sunscreen I purchased. And if I put it on, it's going to be, it comes on white. I mean, it doesn't look great, but it's organic. It's zinc oxide and it's not dangerous for you whatsoever. So if you go out in the sun, put a hat on and put some of this stuff on, you're not spraying chemicals that's going to cause. And so the article is talking about is that the sun's causing all this cancer, so you spray yourself with all this toxic chemicals. That's not good. And here's a bottle right here, 40 block, and it's purchased on iHerb for $21. So it's actually not too bad. Some of these organic products could be upwards of $60. So this one's reasonably priced. The big news today was 800 jobs in the passport office has been cut. In the last week, we have found out about 10,000 government jobs that have been cut. How many of those people voted for elbows up, a larger size government, and now they're looking for work? It's never nice to hear about job losses. However, we need to lower the size of our government by literally 50% in order to make it more efficient, get AI to do all the paperwork, have an efficient government, and have all of those workers enter the private sector. That's how we have a robust and massive growth in our country, because the private sector, You need 4 private sector jobs to pay for 1 public sector job. Right now, 40% of our economy is driven by government. It's unsustainable. That's it for this report. I played around with my equipment to improve the sound quality. If you like this video, leave a comment. I'm reading all of the comments and I appreciate every single one of them. And thanks for some of those supers that were sent my way. I appreciate it. I come out every single day. I'm going to come out with a video tomorrow night, and I look forward to providing you a video every single day this week. It's going to be an exciting week, and I'm sure there's going to be lots of news to report. I'll see you on the next report.